Hello! Happy Valentine's Day. Today is the 14th of, not Valentine, of February. And I wanted to do something special for today. And um, I wanted to talk about the Thoth because to me it feels like a very lusty deck. Even before personally, before I even knew anything about it, there was something about it that just called to elements of myself that I I either avoided but craved at the same time. And I think there's just I'm currently reading and learning about the Thoth, like one card at a time. Like I'm not taking it too fast. I'm just trying to enjoy it. But today I wanted to talk about my just intuitive opinion about the some cards that just stood out to me the first time I saw them. So what I mean is what are the cards that when I first saw them I just felt intrigued by them right away, and there was something about them that it made me just want to look at them for a long time. Yeah, so c'est ça. I mean, the cards that felt like love at first sight, because I'm currently learning the tarot, the Thoth tarot, and I want to record this information before I learn too much. Yes. So what do I think about some specific cards before I really know what they're supposed to be about? This is what this video is going to be about. Okay, so I'm going to be using this big Thoth greenie that is an absolute œuvre d'art. So the first card that really inspired this video is the Seven of Cups. Specifically, or more generally, the cups in the Thoth might just be my favorite cups. I've never been so fascinated by the Suit of Cups. Like, I put some on the side here to show some of my favorites, like the Seven of Cups, debauchery, right. This five of Cups that says disappointment, and then the Ten of Cups, satiety. I also have the Queen of Cups that I want to talk about a bit later. Yes, so the Seven of Cups. So before I even read the title, to me this felt like a card about indulgence. That's the word that stood out to me. To me this screamed indulgence. That was really interesting because I tend to use the word indulgence or too indulgent a lot about myself. I'm always saying, oh, no, this would be too indulgent. This would be too, I don't want to indulge that much. Or oh yeah, I'm not worth that, or anything like that. And having this card be like the Seven of Cups, maybe you should try everything. I'm aware of other meanings for the Seven of Cups, but with this one specifically, it makes me feel like maybe I should just try more, do more, indulge more, and just see where that leads me. It's like an invitation. It's like, yes, indulgence. That was just my first thought when I saw this. For the Five of Cups, it's like the cups in this deck or in many other cards, it's like they just take you through an adventure. The like geometry of the Thoth, just it feels like it's taking you on an emotional adventure. Like intuitively, I just want to follow the path of the strings, or what are these called? Lily pads. Yeah, I want to follow the route of the lily pads. There's like a lot of hope. Not hope, but like of want. There's a lot of want, and it's like there's like an anxiety. Oh, someone's calling me. Okay, I'm back. That was my brother really kindly offering his help to shovel my driveway. Okay, now I think I finished talking about the 5 of Cups. And then the 10 of Cups, to me, I mean, this one is very simple. When I saw it, all I could think about was like this. Like, I feel like all I can hear with this card is like this, like, oh, like the echoing bliss. And the last card in the suit of the Cups that I want to talk about is the Queen of Cups. This one I found fascinating right away because it's like you barely see the Queen herself. It's like you mostly see the water. It's like it's all, this card is all water. This card is all cup. And then you look closely and you can kind of see the face. It's amazing. It's like I feel like there's so much to think about. Like you feel the Queen of Cups more than you see her. Amazing. Okay. Then I wanted to talk about some of my favorite trumps, just like at a first glance. Specifically, Adjustment and the Fool. I feel like these two have a lot in common. Like they're very, very geometric. A lot of the deck is, but they're particularly geometric, and it makes me feel like cozy and safe in some weird way. Like everything is figured out, everything makes sense. There's a logic to things, even if I don't see it right away. But yeah, there's a sense of safety in this geometry. Yeah, I feel like the Thoth really opened up a new dimension of feeling with its geometry. Even before I really look into it, like I know I've heard that there is stuff about like sacred geometry, whatever that means. I don't know yet. But you know, I feel it. I could look at these 2 cards all day. I wish I could have these framed on a wall somewhere. Like I want a poster of these 2 cards. I would love that one day. Figure that out. Okay. Some other cards I was particularly attracted to at first glance because they just remind me of my childhood, like of the things that I enjoyed. And as examples, I want to give the Star, the Princess of Cups, and the Lovers. These just remind me of my fascination with, you know, like magic, cosmic realms. They just give me this sense of a cosmic and regal universe. And that's kind of my ideal universe. Like that's just where I go in my head when I'm trying to fall asleep, you know? yeah, it just makes me think of like Sailor Moon, you know? And I was obsessed with Sailor Moon. The Princess of Cups. Sometimes I feel like if I had to choose like a significator, I haven't really decided if I like really gel with that idea, but like I feel like I would be the queen of the no, not the Queen of Cups. I would be the Princess of Cups. I'm not gonna go too deep into this thought, but I really feel connected to this imagery and, you know, the general idea of the Princess of Cups. And then the lovers. I was like right away obsessed with this pink figure overarching the lovers. I don't often like particularly love the lovers card in decks, but this one I just love it. It's I don't know yet. I don't know yet why. It just makes me feel right. Yeah, I can't quite explain why I love this card yet, but it just gives me a good vibe. Another thing about the Lovers card, I love that these two like animal figures are also in another one of my favorite cards, art for Temperance, I think. And in this card, this same two figures are drinking from her cauldron, and it's just so sweet. Oh, another thing about this card. I love the green. I love the dress. I have this fantasy in my mind that one day I'm going to design dresses and just clothing inspired by items of clothing in the tarot. I already have so many ideas, and this is just one of them. I love it. I love the details that you can see, the little flowers. I love the color. I love it. Okay, the next cards I wanted to talk about are the swords. The swords are just beautiful in this deck. And the first one that was interesting to me was the Princess of Swords. And the first thing that stood out to me was this sort of origami ninja, like that thing that you throw, that you like, you make in class and you throw it when the teacher's not looking. Like not a paper plane, but this like paper thing. I don't know what it's called. It makes so much sense to me. Also, Princess of Swords just looks absolutely badass. Oh, my hair is... Yeah, just looks badass. Attractive. Hot. Okay. I really loved... Yeah, so they also appear in other cards. I love it. I don't know what they really represent, but to me, they're these like origami planes. And then I loved the blooming flower at the intersection of the swords. I feel like it just inspires me to think about the Two of Swords. I love the swords themselves. I feel like I feel like this card is like about options and like potential. I don't know. So with the Queen of Swords, I was first attracted to, you know, the mask that she's holding in her hand. And it's like that feeling of having done what you had to do, doing what you must. There's a sense of isolation, but a satisfaction with, your achievement. And like, once again, it's regal. It's like a regal accomplishment. I keep saying that word, but so much, the Thoth just feels regal. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Then, the Queen of Discs, I'm putting this card in this video because this card just reminds me of one of my former bosses whom I loved, because it's like, it makes me feel, yeah, safe but challenged, and like there's stuff to learn, there's stuff to build upon. Very intriguing. Yeah, okay. I wanted to talk about the Tower. I have heard things about this specific card. I usually like the Tower in tarot decks. I think it's just such an interesting card. But this one specifically, I feel like it quickly, like you see it and right away you get that feeling of chaos. But then you look just a little bit longer, like 2 seconds longer, and it just, like, all I can hear when I see this is like tack, 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 like just things happening one after another. And it is, like, when you think about it, it is a reaction of cause to effect, but that feels like chaos. Like, when you're in that Tower moment, you don't see how this was a cause to effect situation. It just feels like chaos. And this Tower card does it. And it gives you, or it gives me, this feeling, this impression, like, right away. And I find that completely magical. Like, that, to me, that's what art is about. Like, you're just expressing something in such a powerful way with an image. Like, I can feel it. Anyways, enough said. And then for the last card, Death. Just because this card is iconic. This card is completely iconic. One of my favorite Death cards. Just because it looks so cool. I don't have that much to say about this except that it's so cool. Okay, that was it. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm so excited to learn more about this deck. I'm loving it so far. I've kind of dedicated it to my relationship with myself and what I really want. You know, like, I feel like this deck, every time I read with it, it's kind of just telling me, just scrap what everyone is thinking and just focus on what you want. That's kind of what it's doing, and I'm really excited to learn more. I reserved the book at the library that I'm going to start reading about this deck, and I'm excited to look back on this video and see if there's some meanings that really correlate with more formal meanings of the cards. I think that's a really interesting way of getting to know a deck, to just like focus on your intuitive hits and then enjoy like reading about the actual, or like the like, you know, more formal understandings of the cards. Yes, okay, so I really hope you enjoyed this. I really want to talk. I really want to talk tarot. I want to discuss in the comments. I have a lot of ideas. For videos, and hopefully I'll just be making more and more this year. Okay, now, bye-bye.